Beat 'em ups are a vast genre when it comes to gaming, with hundreds of options to pick from. So I'm here to tell you what I believe are the 5 best beat 'em ups to spend your time with in 2023. Now my list isn't going to be your average beat 'em up top 5, as I will be focusing around beat 'em ups that feel modern and fresh, keeping the fundamentals of the classics, but speeding them up a bit and making them feel more satisfying, fun, and interesting to play. Let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into this list. Starting off this list, we have Streets of Rage 4. This is a classic style beat 'em up consisting of the classic arcade feeling, beating the crap out of some enemies, destroying some random objects in hopes of health or a weapon, punching more enemies, and so on. With 21 playable characters, this game also has some great replayability as you work towards unlocking new characters with new moves and abilities, switching up the gameplay. While somewhat simple and similar to the franchise's previous iterations, this game offers a fun, casual experience with a cheesy but visually beautiful story. The story is quite short, being just a few hours long, so its price tag of $25 is a bit much. I would recommend waiting for a sale to pick this one up, but don't get me wrong, it's definitely a load of fun to play with friends or just for a trip down nostalgia lane. This game is a lot of fun, although it isn't perfect, so that is why it is at number 5 on this list, because the rest of the options are just simply better. Coming in at number 4 on this list, we have Fight and Rage. This is another classic style beat 'em up game that does a perfect job at being charming and being a great modern incarnation of those classic games we all know and love. Fight and Rage occurs in a post-apocalyptic world where humans and mutant animals are living among each other, and when the boss of the mutants leads them on a journey to eliminate all humans, it sets you out on a journey to defeat these foes. Fight and Rage is a decently challenging beat-em-up game with a lot of replay value and a combat system that feels fast with unique moves such as a grapple, single button combos, and other unique specials. Not to mention the art style on this game is very retro and beautiful. It's another great part about this game. Everything I do just looks so beautiful in this game. And for around $20 US, this game has some super tight gameplay and excellent controls. This game is sure to evoke your nostalgia and bring you a fresh beat 'em up experience with a somewhat simple story, but just really cool ideas. The game is just super fun, and I would definitely recommend picking this one up. Now, quick pause in the video to remind you to absolutely smash that like button. If you have found this video helpful or entertaining at all so far, please smash the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future beat 'em up content. That shows me you like the content and want to keep seeing more. Alright, back to it. So, taking spot number 3 on this list is Sifu. This isn't your classic beat 'em up style game at all, but it is super fun. It's a difficult single player kung fu brawler, and it follows a protagonist wagering that revenge against those who murdered his father will bring fulfillment to his life. Now, although Sifu doesn't quite have the best story, its story of vengeance is just okay. Its challenging yet unique action and combat makes the game's 7 to 10 hour runtime worth every penny. Sifu's combat is also much different than most beat 'em ups, as you play in a third person style perspective similar to many story games like RDR2 or God of War. The combat consists of light and heavy attacks that allow you to land incredibly satisfying and destructive combos, and you can also block your enemies' attacks unlike most other beat 'em ups. This game may not be like your average beat 'em up game, but for $40 US, the combat is challenging, unique, and rewarding. I found myself enjoying every second of this game, and beating the crap out of the enemies in this game is really fun. It feels like you're playing through a kung fu movie. The art style and music are also great, and these really do embrace that feeling of a kung fu movie, so I would definitely recommend trying this game out. It is different than most beat 'em ups, but it's 100% worth your cash and your time. Now, coming in at number 2 on this list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Your favorite turtles have had a load of video games over the years, but Shredder's Revenge really takes what you love about the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle beat 'em up games and improves upon it in every sense possible. The art style, the music, the level design, the bosses, the combat, they are all practically perfect in my opinion, and have given me some of the most fun I have ever had with a beat 'em up game. Like, I'm telling you, these games are so much fun to play. Unlike the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, There are also a variety of new moves and combos that allow you to achieve things you weren't able to do before. For example, sprinting being introduced also allows the game to pick up the pace a bit. This prevents you from getting stuck or bored because, let's be real, a lot of the old beat 'em up games we loved, they were slow. They were very, very slow. So this really allows the game to shine in a new sense. Now for the playable characters, there are of course your 4 classic turtles, and then there's April O'Neil and unlockables as Casey Jones and Splinter. These playable characters are all vastly different as they have different weapons, moves, and stats, which makes their playstyle very different and allows you to switch up the gameplay when you're looking for something a little bit different. Each character just feels different to play, which is a great way to switch stuff up. Not to mention there's also a classic arcade mode for those looking for a real challenge, and basically what this is you only have a limited number of lives, and once you die, you have to completely restart. This is how I personally played the game, and it just adds so much more stakes and so much more challenge to the game, and this is by far the best way to play the game. Being around $35 US, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is the perfect game to hop back into beat 'em ups with, as it spices up the old gameplay and keeps what you love about the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. Also, quick tip, definitely play this game with friends. Now, for the #1 pick of the best beat 'em ups to play in 2023, we have Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is honestly a game that I think is perfect in every aspect. The combat, the levels, the art style, and possibly the best soundtrack in gaming history are really what makes this game special. The story is simple and revolves around just saving princesses, but the combat is by far the most satisfying on this list, with tons of unlockable characters and weapons that will keep you from ever getting bored. There's also a magic system which is different from each playable character, and this is another part where the game really shines. The magic is super fun to use, like super fun. The game is short and can be beaten in around 7 hours, but each time you beat the game, like I said before, you're given new playable characters, prompting you to play the game again but in a different way. Not to mention the boss fights and levels in this game are all incredibly different from each other, so you really never know what to expect, and the boss fights are also incredible. So much fun. Castle Crashers is a bloody yet humorous beat 'em up, and with the price tag being only $15 US and it goes on sale a lot on Steam, making it even cheaper, this is a game that I'm honestly begging you to play. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and as somebody who's played this game a million times over, I can say that I've probably beaten the game around 25 times, and I'm not even exaggerating. I've beaten this game probably about 25 times just because it's so much fun. I really can't explain to you how amazing this game is. You just have to go try it for yourself. So guys, those are the top 5 beat 'em ups to play in 2023. Let me know what you think of my list down below. I haven't done a lot of content like this before, but I really enjoy doing this type of content. So if you like this video, it shows me that I should keep doing these, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future beat 'em up style content. Anyways guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.